Laika. Laika, Loki. Look at this young man. Hey, how's it going? You back from school? Hey, Peter, how's it going? Hey, Luna, how's it going? Hannah, how are you? No worries. Got a busy day? You off at work, Peter? Hey, how's it going? How's Pipa? Like. I just saw your video this morning about the kiwis and the oranges. Pipa's a little fruit eater. Yeah, I'd have to check my my dog joke repertoire. I have some jokes, but I'm not sure they're PG-13. Dogs are so cute because they're just the right size, they're furry, they're gentle, they remind us of all our best qualities as humans, and they're really loyal. I think that pretty sums it up. Loki's been feeling a little under the weather today. We just got back from a nice long walk in the woods. I think he ate something he shouldn't have, either while we were walking or at the dog park or when I went to my folks' home during the weekend. But he's been having a little digestive troubles, and we started giving him some probiotics to try to get it all together. Yeah, we still have a lot of snow, actually. It's melting, but not fast enough, if you ask me. Still tons of it. And now it's getting all icy because it melts during the day, and then at night it gets cold again, -0, so it ices up. The pups are a little tired. Like I said, Loki's a little under the weather, and we just got back from a nice long walk, so they're on their resting time. That's all right. She doesn't like being touched her paws. I totally agree. I think dogs are amazing. Totally get why they're men's best friend. There you go. He went from the floor to the couch. Yeah, exactly. 100% in I believe that 100%. I think in some way they influence us and we influence them. So it's kind of a symbiosis bond. they would love it. When we go to the dog park, there's a couple of beagles that go in there, and they're very active. They're very joyful. They love playing in the snow. Of course, they have little jackets because it gets a little cold for their short fur, but they manage to stay there over an hour. Yeah, I know you said that the other day, Miss Captain Laika. What do you think about that? Well, in Portugal, I guess so. It's pretty hot. What temperature is it right now? I'd say at least 15 or 18 degrees Celsius. All right, have a great day, Peter. Talk to you later. Yeah, this is Loki. He turned 7 months old yesterday. It was his month birthday, if you will. And this is Laika. She's 4 years old. She's gonna be 5 this summer. So she's the adult, and she's helping me train this little rascal. Aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Yeah. He's a big cuddler. He just loves to be petted and played with and touched. He loves to be on the sofa with us. He always looks at us, trying to figure out how we can get more of our attention. He's such a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah. He's a good boy. I do it every 2 days. So I did it last night, and so I'm gonna do it tomorrow night. The reason I do it every 2 days is, well, Laika's on raw meat, so there's not a lot of tart buildup. But I guess if you were on regular food, maybe every day, like a human, I guess. I'm not 100%. I don't know 100% if that would be something a vet would recommend, but that's the way I do it, and they have nice pearly whites, so I guess I I got that right. Good boy. Good boy. They're so tired. We went in the woods maybe 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and they were running like crazy, one after the other, and there was a ton of squirrels and birds, and they just went wild. Now they run themselves out. They're just tired. I'm just bugging them because, well, I like to. Woof, woof. What is that? What's on my arm? It's so nice outside. It's just 0. So it's not melting so fast. Only the sun is melting it today. But I think tomorrow it's supposed to be 3 degrees Celsius, and Friday is going to be 10. So it should be going pretty fast in the next couple of weeks. We should be losing most of our snow. But it's going to be really hard to go walk with the dogs because it's going to be all the forest is going to be full of rivers of water going down the mountains, and like it's going to be really hard to walk. It's going to be muddy and whatnot. So yeah, the mud is really annoying, especially when the dogs come back inside and they put it all over the place. Like on the wood and the tiles, it's not so bad. It's really easy to clean up. But if they go inside too quickly and they go on the carpet, and that's where it really gets messy. Toto. Fais Toto. Yeah, well, they're tied up. It's just that, like, with one dog, it's not so bad. Like, uh, one of us holds them down, but when there's 2 of them, that's where the real fun begins, because they're a little too strong and they tend to want to play with each other, and then it's hard for my wife to keep control of them. But in the summer, it's really not so bad. Like we can get in from the basement, and it's all on cement. So, oh, we got a huge squirrel. What's up, buddy? Laika just loves looking at them. But she didn't even notice him. She's just too tired. It's funny you should say you want to scratch them in the ears. Like, Loki really likes when I scratches his head and ears. Like, he just likes it. He just lets me do it. When I stop, he moves his head so I can start over again. But Laika is not such a big fan. She really doesn't like people touching her ears. Like she's gonna move around. She doesn't she doesn't like it. She loves the neck. She loves her belly. She loves her back and her thighs, but not really the ears or the head. Like if I do like this, it's all right. But as soon as I start doing the ears, she tenses up. Hey, how's it going? We just got back from a nice long walk, so they're pretty tired. Laika's on her spot. Loki's on the cool tiles, just chilling. His eyes closed, he's just relaxing. There you go. That's his chair. Yeah, they're happy and tired because we took a huge walk in the woods. They were just running everywhere, chasing squirrels, birds, chasing each other, and they got into some kind of melted snow, so it was hard for them to run, and that tired them a lot. No, actually, they're cousins. Uh, Laika's dad and Loki's mother were siblings, so that makes them cousins. I'm not sure I'd like to eat squirrel. I think that's something they do down south, like south, but I guess it should taste alright. It just doesn't seem really appetizing. For sure. They just love it. Like there was a big squirrel that went through the patio a few minutes ago, and usually Laika would be like staring at it, like if she could go through the window, she would do it, but she's too tired. She didn't see him. Her loss. Loki's pretty funny that way. He just looks at Laika being excited, and then he gets excited because Laika's excited. It's like he didn't figure out yet what's the whole squirrel and bird business. Like he looks at him, but he's not trying to find him per se. Oh my God. Laika did the same thing last spring. Well, during the month of May, there was a baby bird that fell down its nest, and like we heard it, like we were hearing the little beep 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 beep, but we couldn't see it. We didn't know where it was, and Laika just tugged to a little bush and just ate it whole, like a little sushi. My wife was she was really not happy with it. She was like, "Oh, poor little birdie, we could have saved him." Well, it's the harsh reality of nature. If it wasn't Laika who would have eaten it, a fox or something else would have done it. So it was pretty done for. Anyway, at that age, I'm pretty sure they can't fly. They can't get back in the nest. If you touch it, like the mom's not gonna wanna care for it anymore and whatnot. So it's pretty much doomed. Hey, Paulvel, thanks. My two little buttes, Loki in his little chair, and Laika just chilling on the floor. Laika really likes that spot because it's a little colder. It's near the chimney, so uh, it's always a little colder over there. Of course I can. Bye, Loki. Bye, Laika. Have a great day, man. Bye. I've seen some huskies in what was it? Was it Vietnam or Thailand? And that must be really hot for them. But I guess they manage. Hey Mary, thanks a lot. Have a blessed day too. Loki did a little migration. He went on Laika's chair. Oh, there you go. Sometimes it's weird. It's like his neck is so long and flexible. He's just lies like that, but like on the side of his neck, and it's all like crooked. I don't know how he does it. I just sleep on a too like if my pillow's a little too stuffed, my neck is a little crooked, and I'm gonna wake up with such an achy neck and wrecks my day. Yeah, it's pretty much Huskies. Like they can sleep in the weirdest positions. Like they're really not doing their thing right now. They're just like regular sleeping. What time is it? Actually, I don't know. I think it's around 2-ish, 2 or 3. Yeah, almost 3. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Had a light day at work. Just had to do some paperwork and do some stuff online, but not much more. How far do I walk with my dogs? It depends. Like today's really nice outside, so we went for a nice long walk. Like we walked for about an hour and a half, but the dogs were off leash and running everywhere. So if I walked for an hour and a half, they've been running for, I don't know. If you put it in kilometers, I think it was 10 kilometers. And with the way they were running everywhere, I'd say they've done at least twice that amount. Maybe 20, 25 kilometers running everywhere. So that's why they're a little tired. In Germany, so it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, that means it's a 5 hour difference. It's not so bad. Netherlands too. You're in the same how do you say it in English? Time zone, I think. Loki, you got something to say? You want to say something to your fans? No? Netherlands and Germany, do they touch? I forget. Do you guys have a common border? Like I've been to the Netherlands and Germany, but it's been a while. Like I was in the Netherlands in 2008, 2009, and Germany, I think I was in 2012. So haven't been to Europe. Actually, I haven't been to Europe since 2012. Been just way too busy with school and work and everything else. It's funny how life just hits you all at once. He's a Hungarian dog. Why do you say that? What happened? He's a good boy. Such a good boy. So sleepy. Yeah, we have snow. I gotta say, I'm pretty tired of it. I just want it to be gone already. This morning, I almost broke my neck twice trying to get them to get the dogs to go do their business in the backyard. It's melting and it's getting all icy everywhere, so it's really hard to walk. You really have to be like in the forest or somewhere else where it's easier and there's not that much ice. It's more like packed snow. Yeah, Loki has huge ears. And it's funny, my wife was made me notice like Loki's ears are kind of rounded up. They're they're not as pointy as Laika. Laika really has pointy ears. Okay, it's maybe not the best point of view. Maybe more like this one. It's much more apparent when you look at him face to face. Loki, what's up, boy? Oh, a little more cooling near the door. One of my friends has a Shiba Inu. Um, but I think he's one of the smaller ones. I don't know if there's a, I think there's like a specific breed, like a really small Shiba Inus, and there's the like a, um, uh, I don't know how to say it, like a regular sized dog, like a medium dog. He has the smaller ones, and it is it's a real tornado. He's always running everywhere, and he's very independent. It's hard to touch him and pet him. Yeah, Leica always does that. She's such a lady. Sometimes she does it in the front and in the back. So, not right now, but it's kind of funny. It's like her little way of getting all comfy. Good girl. You're so tired. Hey, Gail, how's it going? Thank you so much. We just got back from a huge walk, so, well, huge walk. It was a good walk for us. They were just running around everywhere, going crazy after squirrels and birds, so they're pooped. They're nice and sleepy, and I think they're gonna be I think they're gonna be like that till supper time. Hey, Christina. Yeah, I do actually. I'm in Quebec City. Actually, if you know the area, it's Stoneham. So we're not very far apart. I guess 2.5 hours. Hey, Husky Stera. Hello from Canada. They're just two little sleeping angels. Usually this would be the moment where I would do some either some cleaning up or trying to do some supper or whatnot, but it's way too early. It's only 3 o'clock, so I decided, what the hell. I have got about an hour and a half to spare before trying to make some supper, so I thought I'd do a little live and talk to you guys. Where are you from, Christina? Oh, wow. It's 9 o'clock in Ukraine. It's pretty late. They're just so tired. It's so funny to watch them when they're sleeping. We're so used to seeing them really hyper and ready to go take a walk or ready to do something. What do you say, unfortunately? Uh, well, I guess you have your reasons. Looks like he's smiling. He's just a big snug bug. He just loves his cuddles. His little teething period is done. Now he just puts my hand in his mouth and just like wants me to pull on his teeth. A little sharky. He's still a little sharky. Like right now, he's trying to. He's not biting me. He's just like pushing my fingers till the back of his teeth, like the ones that, like, I don't know if I can get it. Like these ones in the back. These are the ones that hurt. But the front ones are just like chopsticks, just to grab things. Got your nose. I got your nose. Ow. Boop. Boop. Yeah, Loki. I've been looking at your videos with the pups, and it's so funny. Like Loki's looking at it like he doesn't really know what to think about it. I've got to do a video about the Laika and Loki just reacting to other dogs' videos, because sometimes they just look at me like, what are you watching? What's going on? Like they recognize the howls or the barkings or the sounds, but they just don't know what to make of it. Laika, what do you think about that? You want to do a video watching other doggos. Yeah. Like us all like, well, whatever. Just do your thing. I'm just gonna stay here and rest. She's changed so much during the last year. I think the fact that having a little puppy and completely changed her dynamic. Now she's way more relaxed and it's more like an on-off switch. She's gonna be very playful with Loki when it's time to play, but at the same time when it's chill out time, she's gonna just rest and just stay really relaxed. Yeah, but maybe not for the next couple of weeks. Um, Loki Loki ate something, I think, either during our walks in the wood or uh, caught something at the dog park, or because he's been having some digestion problems. So we've been. I went to the vet yesterday, and whoa, and actually I got this probiotics to try to even it out and trying to get rid of his he's got some diarrhea and he's not digesting his food properly. So I think before we do some meat experiments with him or try to get him to try different foods, we're gonna try to stabilize him first, maybe get a couple of weeks of normal eating and pooping before going crazy on some meats and foods and whatnot. It's only been 2 days now, so we're still at the beginning. But like the first time the first time 2 days ago when it started, like he was going every 45 minutes or every hour, and it was during the night. I had to get up every 35, 40 minutes, bring him outside. He'd have like a little diarrhea episode and go back inside, go back to bed, and I'd hear him trying to walk around the bed, like trying to tell me to, like it was time to go out again. It was like I don't have kids, but I guess that must be pretty much the same kind of agenda. Like if you have like a newborn and you have to tend to him like every so often. But like he's playful. He doesn't have like a lack of energy. I'm just trying to, because he was he because of the diarrhea, I'm trying to keeping him as hydrated as possible. We're doing the probiotic thing to help him get back control of his intestines, and I guess in a week or so he should be back to 100%. But for now we're just taking it easy on the foods and stuff like that. Not that we give him anything really particular or crazy, but we we're gonna be real soft on the treats and stuff like that. We're just gonna give him his food. Nothing funny, nothing out of the ordinary. Just till he gets back control of his of his stomach. Like that toy, that's the same material as Kong's. It's so durable. He's really been trying to destroy it since we got it, and there's not even a dent in it. It's still pristine. And Laika's been going at it. Loki's been going at it. If you're looking for a durable toy, that's the way to go. I don't remember what's the... I don't remember what's the 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 make, but it's really the same material as the Kongs. It's funny, sometimes he plays with it and he just falls asleep, and it's like he fell asleep drinking or with a bottle in his hands, and he looks like a drunken puppy. I'll try to get a picture of it next time it happens. But like when he falls asleep like that and you try to get near him, sometimes he wakes up. Yeah, actually, we just took care of it. We're gonna put it online before the end of the week. We took care of it yesterday. Like I said, like we've been trying to figure out how to get Loki to feel better. So that's been our number one priority. But yeah, I know you asked us. I think it was it last week when I did the other live, and we were already taking care of it, and it's been done this week. I think it was Tuesday, not Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Took care of it Tuesday. Was that a good nap? You had a nice little nap? Such a good girl. Oh, oh, that's a belly rub position. Yeah. Look at all this fur. Laika is 4 years old, and Loki is 7 months old. He's 7 months old since yesterday. It's funny because Loki's birthday is the day right after mine. Like my birthday is on the 25th of August, and Loki's on the 26th. And Laika's also an August girl. She's on the 15th. Yeah, I hope so. I hope he gets really big. Well, really big. Really big for a Siberian Husky anyways. Like for now, he's at 42 pounds. And Laika, at 4 years old, she's 48. So I think he should be between 55 and, well, I don't think he's going to be 60, but at least around 55. I'm hoping he's going to be a little taller too, but I don't know. We'll see if he's a late bloomer or, because Laika her growth was really fast. Like she was almost the same weight and height when she was 11 months old. The only thing that really changed is some of her like the facial colors have thinned out. Like a lot of like the black around her eyes, it kind of widened. And before she had more like a raccoon glasses. But I don't know. We'll see. I really hope he's gonna be a big boy. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like he's sleeping, but sometimes it's like the other way around. It's more like this. And then he falls asleep like this. It's so funny. It's like he got drunk and just fell asleep with a bottle in his hand. Uh, Laika was a little turbulent when she was a puppy. I'd say Laika really started to calm down when she was about 8 to 9 months old, and Loki's pretty calm right now. But oh yeah, here we go. What up? You fall asleep trying to get some beer? So I just think it's so funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I know. It just looks like he's been drinking all night and then fell asleep with a bottle in his hand. Hey Jordan, how's it going? Hey Jordan, congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. It's all uphill from now on. The birthday of Laika is on the 15th of August. So this year she's gonna be 5 years old. Time really flies by. We were looking at pictures of Loki and trying to compare how how Laika was at the same age, and we were just shocked at how fast it all went by. Like, it seems only maybe a year ago we just got Laika and she was a puppy, and anyway. Yeah, August is gonna be a really big party. Everybody's birthday is at the same time. Me, Laika, Loki. Yeah, she's sleepy. We just got back from a big long walk, so um Laika is very good when she's home alone. Loki is let's just say there's a progress to be made. He's a little anxious still. He tries to chew everything, so we bought a crate, and he's slowly going through his crate. So but we talked about it with the vet, and there's a person there that does dog how do you say it, dog behavior, like a dog behavior specialist. And he said that essentially we've got three factors going against us. First, he's a husky, so there's no going around that. He's a really active dog. Second, he's a male, so he's prone to have his little hormone stuff going on, and he's not castrated yet. So they suggested us to just sit tight and wait another couple of months before doing the neutering, and after that, if there's still a lot of anxiety and problems staying alone at home, there's other things we can look at. But for now, there's no point in spending money or doing anything radical. It's more about just letting him kind of grow a little and get out of his teenage year and see how it goes afterwards. Because being older should calm him down. Also, the fact that or between 10 months old and 1 years old, we are gonna get him neutered. And after that, like, if he's still really because he's a little destructive. If he's still like that afterwards, well, we're gonna see what we can do. But for now, we're not doing anything about it. Anyways, we're almost always at home. Me and my wife, we work at home, so Uma cries after me, doesn't want anyone. Even my mom stays with her, she still cries. Yeah, Loki's not like that. Loki just wants someone to be with him. Uh, we're kind of bummed because we thought that the fact that Laika and Loki being together, he would not be that anxious, but he really needs a human to be with him because we've left him. Well, we've left the dogs with my parents, with my sister, and there's no problem whatsoever. They're very calm. They just do their thing, and there's no real incidents. But when they're left alone, Laika just goes on her little bed and sleeps, but he just goes on a little rampage. Thanks. They're my two little beauties, Loki, the young man, and Laika, the little lady. Laika's 4 years old and Loki's 7 months old. He's getting so big, they're pretty hard to tell them apart. Loki's a little yellow. He's a yellow boy. Like when you pit his skin like that, it's all yellowish. It's like two tones. I've heard that Bichons can be really particular about their owners, like they kind of like an a guard dog. Uh, they react to one owner, and they're really hard to pet or to gain their trust. If you're well, not an intruder, but like somebody that they're not used to seeing. Maybe in a couple of years. It's the puppy phase that's a little it's it's a hard. Let's face it. It's a hard little period. Cleaning up, training, and all that stuff. You've got to have like a breather couple of years where you just enjoy the fact that they're raised and they listen, and you can do activities with them without always being trying to boss them around. Hey, how's it going? Now, how I meant to eat dinner? Uh, I don't understand. You want to know what I give them for dinner, or you want to know, or were you saying you're gonna prepare yourself some dinner? A King Charles Spaniel. Those are nice. Those are King Charles. Are those the toy spaniels, or are they hunting dogs? I forget. Hey Mirka the Husky, how's it going? Did Mirka do her thing this morning when you got the mail? That was a really fun video. I really laughed at that one. Yeah, I know. It happens so often that they're in sync. Like one goes on this couch and Laika goes on this couch, and they're exactly in the same position, but like each in their couch. And now they're just doing the same thing. Sometimes when we're sleeping in the bed, and I just look at them on the floor, and they're just butt to butt and just like in a kind of a opposite position. It's like they're doing like a yin yang symbol. All right, Gail. Have a great day. See you later. Loki is a little jealous. Like he's a big attention. He wants to have all the attention on him. Laika doesn't really care. She sometimes shows like jealousy when we're at the dog park and I'm petting other dogs, but I don't know if it's jealousy or she just wants to come and make sure that I'm doing okay or like kind of a protective thing. All right, Nicola, have a great day. Take care too. See you next time. Yeah, but Loki's definitely the jealous one. Laika's a lot more easygoing. She just does her thing, come and sees me, like, is everything all right? All right, goes back. Laika eats raw. Loki's still on his puppy food, and we're gonna keep him on the puppy food to just to make sure everything's all right and he gets everything he needs. Um, till he's gonna be 1.5 years old. You're welcome, Nicola. Have a great day. Laika? Um, we buy the chicken. There's all kinds of available, like the where we buy it. They can give us beef, chicken, duck. There's even horse. There's turkey and whatnot. But the chicken is really the one they prefer, and it's also the cheapest one. So it's a win-win situation. They just love it, and it's good on my wallet. Laika's mother, that's a good idea. That's a good question. Not really sure. I think Laika's mother passed away. Uh, when we got Loki, we were asking the breeder if it was possible to have a puppy from the same two parents, and I think he told us it wasn't possible because she passed away. She had a tumor or something like that, cancer. But we got the the closest thing, like it's a cousin. It's Loki's mother is Laika's father's sister. Wow, that's complicated. They're cousins. Anyway, they kind of look a little bit alike. They've got the same patterns. But Loki was so yellow when he was a baby. Now he's almost all black and white. Thanks, Aditi. All the love from Canada. Hey, by the way, what temperature is it in India? Must be hot. A lot hotter than here. We've got all this snow. So much snow left. You can't see it underneath the snow, but we've got a beautiful garden right there. We're gonna make our carrots, our beans, maybe some lettuce and tomatoes. Last year, tomatoes were really hard. It was a hard year for tomatoes. Where's the spring? This is what spring looks like in Canada. Still a lot of snow. We're gonna have snow for another month. Like the time it's gonna take for it all to melt, it's gonna take about 3 to 4 weeks. But the temperature is going up. Like, I think tomorrow's gonna be 3 degrees Celsius, and Friday's supposed to hit 10 degrees, so it should go pretty fast from now on. What the? What's that position? What are you doing? You comfy there, Bao? Lazy. I'd say Laika's lazier, but mostly because she's just older and she's not as she's not always trying to play everywhere and with everybody, and but I don't know. I guess the real way to find out is going to be in maybe a year or two, when he's going to be a little older, and then I can compare to what Laika is right now. No reaction whatsoever. Uh, she used to be a lot more. She used to have to be demanding a lot more attention. I'd say 2 years ago. Now she's. I think she's just likes to be. What? What are you doing? They've all got these weird positions. He's sleeping on my boots. She's sleeping on the table. What is this? Well, I guess they're comfy. Um, are they kind with cats or other small animals? Um, Not really. Laika's a wild one. She's got a lot of small animals on her uh, on her hunting list. She caught a squirrel. She's caught at least 2 birds that I know of. She ate a snake. She got a woodchucker. She attacked at least on 7 different occasions porcupines. What else? What else? That's about it, but I'm always very cautious when she's near other people's cats or stuff like that. Even if they say like the cat is used to dogs, like Laika's not used to knowing what a cat is and why it should not be touched. Well, not in the manner that she seems to want to be touching it, but she has a really high prey drive. She's always looking to chew on something. Oh yeah, she finds moles like those underground little creatures. She just finds them all. I can't even count how many she's dug up or just found underneath the snow, or it's really crazy. Like there's gonna be 5 to 6 feet of snow, and she's just gonna, I don't know. She just knows it's there. She just digs it up and bites him, and like they're. It's not like they're dead or anything. Like they, like she finds them alive. I don't know how she knows. Like underneath the snow, I can't believe she couldn't smell them, or maybe it's the vibration, or with her whiskers, or I don't know. But it's really impressive, actually. I guess if she was on her own in the wild, she'd do all right. I've seen her catch enough stuff that I wouldn't be too afraid to for her life if she was on her own. No, she's not sad. She's just tired. We went on a huge walk, and um, Laika and Loki were off leash, and they were just running everywhere, running after squirrels and birds and after each other for over an hour. And now they're just napping. They've been napping ever since we got back home. Loki is the same way. He's just he's just doing his little nap on my boots. Yeah, those are mine. Well, if you want a nice and calm husky at home, you have to give it a lot of exercise, and that's what we do. They're happy, we're happy, everybody's happy. And that's why they're nice and lean. They don't eat too much. They just eat what they need, and they've got a real nice shape. They've got a stable weight. They don't gain weight and they don't lose weight. So that's really an important factor. Like if you're, I'd say it's the hardest part when you're feeding your dog raw meat, raw on if he or her is on a raw diet, getting the dosage just right, so the weight of your dog stays stable, and they don't have like too much bone or too much liver or not enough. It's it took us, I'd say, about 2 or 3 months to get like Laika's recipe just right. Thanks, Mirka. Laika does have beautiful eyes. They're so much paler than they used to be. How did I teach them to be off leash? Um, to tell you the truth, it's something we started when they were puppies. Like there, there's there's no there's no guarantee it's gonna really work. Like I'm not a professional trainer. I just I just read about it and tried to do different things. With Laika, what we did is we we did a lot of jogging with her, like as a baby and like as a puppy, and she always tended to follow us, and we just reinforced that with treats, and also when we were outside in parks and stuff like that, we'd bring a toy to keep her captivated, and after a certain time, it was just natural. Like if she'd go further, she would always like stop at a certain point and wait till we caught up to her, and then she'd continue. So she knows she knows where's the limit, but at the same times it has happened. Like there's no perfect formula. It's it's happened a couple of times that she just saw an animal or whatever, and she just went for it. And we've been looking for her, and at some point she just appears at home. She just backtracks, follows the road right back home, and she gets back home. But Of course, it's a little nerve-wracking because you never know what's gonna happen. Did somebody find her? Is she at the like the SPA? Did like, of course, there's always the danger of cars or like somebody being afraid and calling the cops or whatever. Chases anyone. Yeah, well, that's something Laika used to do a lot too. Like she like when we, when we were doing jogging with her off leash, um, and we'd get passed by by, let's say, a super athlete. Well, just an athlete. Like we're very average runners, and just pass us like at high speed. It happened a couple of times that she would just follow that person because he was faster and more up to her pace, and we had to start like sprinting, but the people just like they understood like if they continue running at that pace, the dog is just going to continue, and so usually they stop and they let us like take control of Laika and then continue off. We give them like a breather zone, and just continue doing our thing. But like I said, like I'm really not a professional trainer. I'm just telling you guys what we did, and like for us it worked. It doesn't mean it's gonna work for your pet. I just I just did a lot of things that I've been reading on the internet and talking to people who have a lot more experience than me, and it a lot of it is just common sense. I think you got to try some stuff and see what works, see what doesn't. We've always been advocates of the positive reinforcement, and it really works. It really works very well for us. Laika is very obedient. I mean, for a husky, like I'm not doing any canine shows or nothing, but like she can be trusted. She's great with kids. She's not aggressive. She can be let off leash. She's great when we go walking in public places. Like she does all her basic commands. Like there's not really much more that I would want as an owner. Like the rest, I think it's more like it's like a play or a game or whatever. Loki's still a working in progress. I think he's a slow learner, or but I've heard like males are harder to train. So yeah, well, that's something a lot of other owners have been telling me. Like, I would never unleash my husky. It's just too unpredictable. She's just gonna start. But I think at a certain point, if you never try it, you'll never know. But that's uh, that's just my philosophy. Like. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm just saying how I think and what I did. They're really pooped. They've been sleeping for almost an hour and a half now. Well, actually, that's something we've been talking, my wife and I, about doing. We've been thinking about fencing like all this grass area and a part of the woods in the back, because all the woods in the back is part of our property also. But the thing is, like, if we start letting them just do whatever they want in the backyard, like we've gotta be all right with the fact that there there's basically going to be holes everywhere. The garden's going to be a mess. Uh, the property is really not going to be as pretty and is not going to look as well maintained as it is right now. And I think that's a big part of why we didn't do it yet. Like, anyways, we're always going in the woods next to the house, uh, letting them off leash there, and there's no real point uh, into doing anything radical, and it's still pretty expensive to to do uh, to do the fencing. I think it's a couple of $1,000s to do it upright. Yeah, I understand you. When we got Laika, when she was a puppy, we were still in an apartment also. So I completely understand. It was not the best environment, but we also knew like we were in a transitory period. 'Cause we knew we were going to be in a house in the next year and a half. So it was I don't know. Like we decided to do it anyway. Maybe a little faster than we should have, but we didn't really have any problems with the neighbors or uh, anything of that nature. And like I said, we were fortunate enough to have like a lot of areas where we could go with Laika and start her training, do a lot of running and walking. Wooden areas where she could be off leash. So yeah, we were. Of course, it was not ideal. I don't think a husky in small quarters are the best, but it's doable because I've done it, and I know a lot of people have done it too, and they're not. The dogs are doing fine. They're. I think it's all about being well exercised. Like wherever you live, whatever your lifestyle is, if the dog is well exercised, is balanced, is has no problems, like I don't think he's gonna really care if it's an apartment, a house, a condo, or whatever. I think that's the most important thing. They're really out of it. It's almost 4, so I'm gonna stop this live in a few minutes. It's almost time to prepare supper, and humans are kind of stupid, fearing for nothing and totally useless. I get her free, and she runs wherever I exercise. Yeah, I totally get you. It's really a shame that there's so many people who are afraid and that feel the need to restrain them. You're welcome, Jordan. So yeah, we're gonna be ending this here. Gonna slowly start preparing dinner. I'm pretty hungry myself. We started the day pretty early. I had to get up at 6 this morning, so uh, I'm feeling like my breakfast is a long time is been gone for a long time. My system needs more nutriments, and since the dogs are always keeping the same pace as I am, so I bet they're pretty hungry too. All right, thanks, Mirka. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Ruby. Have a great evening too. See you next time. All right, bye guys. Bye, Christina. Loki, you want to say bye? No? He's a tired